Good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday. Welcome to another uplifting year of AARP Michigan's Rhythm Circle. I'm Kathleen Simlar, Senior Manager of Communications for AARP Michigan, and I'm so glad you're starting your weekend off with us. There's truly no better way, really no better way to wake up your mind and body than a Saturday morning rhythm session full of music, movement, and connection. And if this is your first time joining us, you're in for a real treat. You're in great hands. You'll pick it up quickly, I promise. And just so you know, you don't need a drum to participate. If you have one, that's fantastic, but you can jump right in using everyday items like a Tupperware container, an empty Tupperware container, or even just a tabletop in front of you. Anything that makes a little sound can become your instrument for today. One of the best things about joining virtually is that you're in control of your own pace. Move as much or as little as you like, take breaks when you need it, and feel free to add your own flair if the rhythm inspires you. Before we dive in, we'd love to hear from you. I know some of you are already doing that. Just drop a note in the chat and let us know where you're tuning in from. I'm joining you this morning from Milford, Michigan, which is about an hour west of Detroit. All of our snow is melted. Woohoo! I'm so happy to spend this time with you. And as we wake up our brains and spirits through music, we're just thrilled to have you back here. We're also thrilled to have back the one and only Bujo Jones, a world-class percussionist, band leader, and producer, as well as an educator at Michigan State University who has inspired joy and community through music for decades. Joining him is his incredible wife, Martine Dalton Jones, a talented musician in her own right, who will help guide us through today's rhythmic journey. But here's the best part. This rhythm circle isn't just fun, it's good for your brain. All of us have aging brains, and we need activities like this. Research shows that engaging in rhythmic activities like drumming can improve memory, boost cognitive function, enhance your mood, and reduce stress. Even in this virtual space, doing it together strengthens social connection, something we all need to stay grounded, sharp, and well. It's also very important. So even if we're not in the same room together, we are in rhythm together. If you're new, get ready to feel energized and uplifted. This class has a way of waking up not just your body, but your spirit too. Whether you're here to groove, chat with new friends, or simply try something new, you're absolutely in the right place. In a moment, I'll step behind the camera and let Bujo and Martine take things from here. But before I do, we're excited to share that this rhythm circle series returns every other month this year. Every other month. Join us on the second Saturday of the month at 10 a.m. Eastern. You can find all the dates at the link on the screen and in the chat. So now let's shake off the stress, tune into the beat, and enjoy a morning of rhythm, connection, and joy. Bujo, take it away.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Kathleen, for that wonderful introduction. My name is Kevin Bujo Jones, and this is my beautiful, wonderful wife, Martine Dalton Jones. I hope you all had a happy new year, and you're working off the stress and the food and the merriment. Thank you all for joining us today for our AARP of Michigan Rhythm Circle. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, welcome to your first time. Today, we will be learning some rhythms, some traditional rhythms, some rhythms that will enhance your well-being. Rhythm and music, dance, art, all contribute to really great brain health. Learning something new, learning a song, learning a rhythm, learning a movement is it's really good for your brain. So we're doing this to promote brain health, and I hope this helps, and you can in something that you can enjoy. Okay, like Kathleen mentioned, if you don't have a drum, please find something like Tupperware, or we have this. I have this empty coffee, Folgers coffee. You can get one of these, something like this, from your kitchen or in the basement, someplace, a garage, whatever. And you can play some rhythms. You know, one hand, two hands. Okay, so you can use that. You can play the hand stuff on a table, TV tray, that kind of thing. So, you know, find something in your environment that you could use to make rhythm if you don't have a drum. The drums that we're going to use today are what we call djembe drums, and they look like this. And the djembe drum is from West Africa, specifically the Mali Empire, which is Mali and Guinea, that area of the world. And djembe has a very specific culture, very specific rhythms, and it's been told to me that there's more than 300 rhythms in djembe culture. You know, each rhythm has a specific meaning, but today we're going to do some simple rhythms, right? So let's get started. So grab your drum. If you don't have a drum, obviously play it on the table, on your thighs and your legs, right? So I just want to introduce you to the 3 basic sounds of the drum once more. So using either hand, you can follow me, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate first. The first sound is a tone. Second sound is a bass. Third sound is a slap. So that's tone, bass, slap. Okay? So how do we produce these sounds? So you make a tone sound by holding your fingers straight, like so. Okay? And kind of let your fingers together, right? And you just strike the drum with your the palm, the upper part of your palm of your hand, right around the rim, right? So it'll sound like so. Okay? So repeat after me. Tone. Try your other hand. So the other thing too, just a reminder, so you, when you strike the drum, come off of the drum. So don't hold your hand like that. So almost like lifting the note off of the drum, okay? So that's a tone sound. So let's talk about the bass sound. The bass sound is the low sound, and it's played towards the middle of the drum. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold your palm. You're going to strike the drum with the palm of your hand and all of your fingers. So not just the palm like that, but you're going to hold it and strike it with all of your palm and all your fingers towards the middle. So it'll sound like this. Repeat after me. Bass. Bass. Good. Bass. 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 Try your other hand. Bass. 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 Good. One more time. Good. Very good. Okay. So we have tone, bass, and now slap. Slap sound is the hardest one to do. It took me over a year when I first started learning how to play hand drums, right? So to be able to play the slap like on command, right? So it's a really, really difficult thing to learn, but I want to show it to you anyway, and you can try, okay? If you can't do it, don't stress. Don't stress about any of it, as a matter of fact. So this is just so we can get into the rhythms and learn how all these rhythms connect, okay? So slap sound sounds like this. Right? Very high pitched sound. Very good, right?
Very good.
Very good. Nice.
Very good.
Nice. Okay, so this one is hard. This one is hard. It's something that takes a lot of practice, a lot of hours. But I'm going to show you anyway. So you're kind of holding your fingers straight. The only difference between a slap and a tone is that you're not really hitting this part, the lower part of your fingers, but the focus is on the last digit of your fingers, right? So when you come down, you're just coming down, put your hands relaxed, spread your fingers a little bit more than you would if you were playing a tone, and just come down on the drum like so. So you're mainly hitting the tips of your fingers. Okay, so try it with me, or repeat after me. Good. Last time. Very good. All right. And I know you'll probably have a little trouble with this for beginners. Those that have been following us for the past couple of years, you kind of know the drill. So anyway, so let's get into learning rhythms. So what's a rhythm? Do you know what a rhythm is? Well, if you don't know, it's okay.
I do know.
Okay, so she doesn't want to talk. Okay. So a rhythm, when it comes to music, is a group of sounds that form a pattern, repeating over and over again, right? For instance, tell me if this is a rhythm. That's a rhythm?
That's a rhythm.
Why is it a rhythm?
Different sequence of patterns and notes.
Okay, but does it form a pattern?
Yeah, it does. Eventually, if you repeat it.
Huh? So it's actually not a rhythm. Is this a rhythm? That's a rhythm, right? It's a sequence, pattern of notes. That's a rhythm, right? We will rock you. Yeah, I got to make a connection so people understand. So 3 notes, the same note, but it's 1, 2, 3, right? So what I want to attempt to do is to show you 3 popular rhythms for the djembe. Okay? So first one is probably the most recognizable rhythm that those of you that have been with us for a year or 2 or 3 have done before. So what we want to do is, if you're right-handed, we're going to start with your right hand. If you're left-handed, start with your left hand, or whatever you feel is your most dominant hand. So the first one is the hardest one. The first note sound, it's going to begin with a slap, like so. Okay, so everybody repeat after me. Good. Slap. Then the next sound with your left hand will be a bass. So we're going to play slap, bass. Good. Very good. Then again with our right hand and then our left hand, we're going to play two tones, like so. But the sounds are closer together. Tone, 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 tone. Okay? So repeat after me, everybody. Good. So we're going to put those four sounds, slap, bass, tone, tone. Okay? Put those all together and play them in sequence. So I'll play it once and then you repeat it. Yes. So here we go. So I'll play first and then you repeat after me. Slap, bass, slap, bass, slap, bass, slap, bass, slap, bass. Slap, bass, tone, tone. Good. Very good. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try it together. All right? So this time I'm going to count. But normally in African diaspora music, we don't count. Usually there's a signal, what we call a signal. But we'll learn that later. Okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slap, bass, bass. Slap, bass, slap, bass, slap, bass. 1, 2, 3. Nice, you remembered.
Yes.
So what you heard at the end was what we call a signal or a break. Okay. So how did everybody do with that rhythm? There's only 4 notes to that particular rhythm. Very simple. Try not to go too fast, which is my signature.
Yes, it is.
And so also I wanted to mention, if you have any questions or comments, for us, please put them in the chat, and I should be able to see them as I go along, even though my laptop is like really far away. So I can use my X-ray vision. Anyway, yeah, let us know how you're doing, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put them in the chat, and I'll try to answer them as we go along. Okay, so let's learn that signal. Okay, what I do to learn certain rhythms is to sometimes count how many notes are in that particular rhythm. So we all know, we mentioned it before, that this rhythm is four sounds: slap, bass, tone, tone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba, boom, king, king. So also, just to clarify, like there's a pulse too, right? When you feel the pulse. Slap, bass, tone, tone. Slap, bass, tone, tone. So that slap sound is what we call like a pickup, or it's the note in between the pulse, right? Slap, bass, tone, tone. Slap, bass, tone, tone. Slap, bass, tone, tone. Slap, bass, tone, tone. Da, boom, gigi, da, boom, gigi, da, boom, gigi. Slap, bass, slap, bass, right? So the bass is on the pulse. Okay? So let's learn the signal or the break. So there's 8 notes to this break, and it goes to a lot of different rhythms, especially in djembe music, djembe orchestra music. Okay, so I'm going to play the simplest form of the break. Okay. Okay, one more time. Play it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay, so let's break it down a little bit slower. We'll play the first half or the first 4 notes, and then the next 4 notes. Okay, so you're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, and. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Good. Okay, that's the first half. Second part is more on the downbeat. Tone, 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 tone. 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4, and. 3, 4, and. 3, 4. So same speed, we're going to put them both together, part 1 and part 2. Tone, 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 tone. Tone, 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 tone. Tone, 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 tone. Tone, 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 eh, tone, 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 right? Okay, let's try it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So now we're going to play the break and then the rhythm, and then we're going to play the break to end it. Okay? But I'll count this time, right? So I just won't start like in the middle of it. So normally the break or the signal is they just play it, the lead drummer will play it, and everybody else comes in, right? So we're going to play break, rhythm, break, okay? And I'll take it easy. I'll try not to go too fast. Thank you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, break. Side, bass. Okay, we're going to end, okay, with the break. So I'll count you into the break. 1, 2, 3, 4. So normally, and just a side note, and to give your hands a rest. I don't know how your hands are hurting or you're tired or whatever. So the history of the break, or what sometimes they call it the signal, is comes from the African ballets, right? So they had to, normally the drummers would know when to start because they would play with koras, which is the kora is a string instrument, like almost like a harp, or actually it is a harp, or a balafon, or a vocal, and they would know when to come in. The drummers would already know when to come in. But because of when they started to have African ballets, they needed a signal for the drummers to start and for the dancers to hear that and to be able to coordinate between drummer and dancer, right? So that's the history of the break. And the break really sounds more like this traditional break, right? So when I hear that, I would say the lead drummer would play, right? And everybody would come in with their part. But this is also the break too you can use. Okay? So let's move on to the next rhythm. So I'm showing you this rhythm here. Some people say, oh yeah, that's cuckoo. But there's several rhythms that this rhythm is used in. Right? So multiple rhythms, like definitely more than 10. So if this is the only rhythm that you knew and they were playing something, you were with some drummers that really were advanced, you could go and sit in and play that rhythm, right? It's sort of easier rhythm. This one's a little bit more challenging because it's 5 notes, and the hand pattern you have to kind of double up on at some point. So 5, it's an odd number. So in order to repeat the pattern, you have to you have to double up on one of your hands, right? So what we're going to do, and please don't worry about the sound. You're being able to, this has 3 slaps in it, this rhythm. 3 slaps.
3 slaps.
3 slaps. 3 slaps and a rewind. Anyway, we're here to have fun, right? We're going to play those 3 slaps. Because I'm right-handed, I'm going to start with my right hand. So you can start with whatever hand you want to, but just the corresponding. If your left hand is your dominant hand, you can start with your left hand and just play the opposite pattern. Play the opposite hand pattern as what I'm doing. Okay? Does that make sense? Or am I being too complicated? Huh? I'm too complicated?
It's okay.
Okay, so let's start. We're going to play right, left, right. Slap, slap, slap. Okay? Okay? Repeat after me. Slap, slap, slap. Slap, slap, slap. Slap, slap, slap. Okay. Right, left, right. Slap, slap, slap. Right, left, right. Slap, slap, slap. Slap, slap, slap. Right, left, right. Very good. Okay? Now we're going to play 2 tones. So we played right, left, right, and then 2 tones. You're going to double up. This is where you're going to double up. Right, left. Right, left, right. Right, left, right. Left, right, right. Right, left, right. Right, left, right. Left, right. Right, left, right. Left, right. Left, right. Left, right. Left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left. Left, right, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, signal. Okay, who had trouble with that? Okay, so let's go over there.
Hands right.
Huh?
Until I got my hands up.
So you got your hands right. Yeah. Well, it takes a little time.
Takes a
It's not, it's not always that easy. So, let's talk about this a little bit. So we're doing 5 notes: right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, slap, 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 tone, tone, slap. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, so I'm gonna try it with, so the left-handers out there can practice it. Let me see. Left, right, left, left, right. Okay? Slap, 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 tone, tone, 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 slap, 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 tone, tone. Also, just a little, what? Just a little, this rhythm has a little bit of what we call swing in it. Sometimes as musicians, we call it swinging the 8th notes, right? So instead of, it sounds more like, right? So sort of where it's supposed to fall. Okay? So da, kita, toko, da, kita, toko, da, kita, toko, da, kita, toko, da, kita, toko. Okay? Let's do it. Start a little bit slower. So we're going to play the signal, the rhythm, and then we'll end with the signal. Okay? Because our time is moving on, and I want to get to the last rhythm. So I promised you 3 rhythms that we would learn. Okay? All right. So let me see. Kita, go, 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 go. Da, kita, go, da, kita. Okay? 1. Here we go. Signal, rhythm, then signal again. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, signal. Hey. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. So tell me who's having trouble. Let me know if you're having any trouble with these rhythms. You have any questions, please let me know. And we'll, put them down in the chat, okay? Jan says, what size diameter djembe should you buy? Aha, very good question. So It depends on the size of your hands, Jan. If you have like really small hands, I would go, especially as a beginner, I would go anywhere between 12, like kind of 12 inches, 11 or 12. If your hands are really small, 12 to 13 is sort of medium size. And 13 and above is pretty large for a djembe. So like 13, 14. This is a little bit, this djembe is pretty large. I happen just to like the sound that comes out of the bigger head. This is my other drum, our other drum. This is 13 inches. And
Don't you have 17?
no, that's like, it'd be like that. Huge. No, this one is 14. It might even be bigger. It's a kind of oblong shape. So I hope that answers your question. There are many places to buy djembes. One place that I recommend, and they have little, they make a bunch of different sizes djembes, is called Woola Drum. So you can look them up online. I'll try to find it's just look up Woola Drum, WULA. They're really beautiful drums. If you're serious about playing, you can contact them, and you can even, they're very good friends of mine, and actually one of my teachers, djembe teachers, is the founder of Woola Drum. So they have plenty of djembes that are direct, and they're beautifully carved, really beautiful. So Woola Drum is one place, and then they have another place called Drum Skulls. They have some of them are very pricey, obviously, with anything. And then you can go online to different places. You have another guy in the DC Baltimore area in Maryland called Drumworks, African Drumworks. His name is Baile, and you can go there. So I can put all that in the chat. So yeah. So I hope that answers your question. Martha is asking, is the thumb involved? Not really, Martha. If usually the thumb, you can either try to keep it out the way, like when you play a tone. When you play a bass, it's your thumb actually has to be involved. But often us hand drummers get a callus on our thumb from hitting hits the wood sometimes, but it's not involved in the production of the sound. Basically, it's the four fingers, but the thumb balances your hands. So if I was to play without a thumb, I'm doing this. Can't really. But when I have the thumb out, no thumb, I can sort of play, but we need our thumbs a little bit. It kind of balances your hand. And there's no there's no place to put them. So they're involved in terms of they're gonna land someplace. So I hope that answers your question. With the wood-rimmed hand drum, do I try to use both hands? Wood-rimmed. Not sure what that means, the rim. Well, yeah, actually, there's plenty of drums that hand drums from Colombia and places like Martinique and Guadeloupe. They sometimes make the drums like this, or like a tambor. I don't know. I would have to see the drum, but a tambor from Dominican Republic, they play with one stick in one hand, like open hand, and one stick. So there's many different many different ways of playing a hand drum. For djembe, conga, and other drums that are like this, or the panlogo from Ghana, you want to use both hands, right? Yeah, so I already have a conga drum. So Jocelyn writes, I already have a conga drum. Used to be in a conga drum group in Vermont. Okay to use this? Absolutely. That's wonderful. So conga, sometimes we do, I'll bring the congas in for these sessions, and we'll talk a little bit about, congas and the technique for congas. A little bit slightly different, but basically they have those three basic sounds: tone, slap, and bass. So, this particular, we're not really doing a traditional drum class. Like, I'm teaching you traditional rhythms, but in order to have like a traditional djembe ensemble, I would need some doon or whatever. And you wouldn't, if you were going to play with a djembe group, you wouldn't bring a conga. But it's okay to learn some of those same techniques and play them on conga. I started playing congas when I was 10 years old, and I'm a senior citizen now, so y'all do the math. And so when I go out and play congas, I'll utilize some djembe techniques on conga, in different situations. So so it's totally fine, Jocelyn. Learning this, your hand, sir.
I was just itching.
Oh, learning, conga technique is a little bit different, but you can utilize that. You can play that on conga, if you're sort of at a jam session, or, you're playing some, music that's a little bit less traditional, of course. So play the conga. You don't have to join, AARP rhythm circle. You don't need to have a djembe. So it's okay. Learn, if you have a table, a piece of wood, a log, anything. hey, it's all good. It's all good. So, okay, so we only have, oh boy, the questions that keep going come. How important is it to use the correct hands? I can't quite get the hand switching down, but the sound seems close. So Kathleen Campbell. Oh, Kathleen Campbell. So Kathleen, it's not terribly important if you could play it. For instance, the first rhythm we played was slap bass, slap bass. You can also play it like this. Right. But when you speed it up, when that rhythm becomes real fast, then you won't be able to do. So I'll play the first rhythm that we learned. Right? So if I play the same rhythm, so I'm playing, a lot with my right hand instead of utilizing both my hands. Does that make sense? Okay. Well, I'm looking at the computer like I'm waiting for an immediate answer. Anyway, so let's do the last rhythm. It's only 3 notes. How about that? Is that cool?
That's good.
Okay, only 3 notes. That's good, man. Okay, so we're gonna play right hand, and obviously same thing. So you can use other hands. So we're gonna play slap tone with with our right hand. Slap tone. Left hand slap. So open your fingers up a little bit more. Slap, slap. Slap, tone, slap. Okay, so it's slap, tone, slap. Okay? Slap, tone, slap. So your hands, we do it that way, so your hands will be going one after another. So okay, so there is a parallel rhythm, and you could play this one with that. Bass, right, right, left, right. Bass. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Very good. So we'll go over, we'll learn next week. I'm sorry. I wish it was next week. I wish we could do this every week. I think it's cool. Anyway, next time we meet, which will be in March, I don't have my calendar in front of me. March, the second Saturday of March. We'll go over that. So let's just review what we learned today. So we learned 3 basic rhythms for djembe. We learned, I don't want to name them because I don't want to get into name of spot. I would say, well, this is one of the main rhythms for a rhythm called cuckoo, but it's played slap, bass, slap, bass, right, left, right, left. So let's just call this cuckoo. K-U, K-U. Okay, signal. 1, 2, 3, signal. Okay, and let me see. Next one that we learned was, let's call this the rhythm for lambam, because it's definitely played in lambam, but like it's played in casa and a whole bunch of other rhythms. So this one was slap, 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 boom, boom, slap, slap, slap. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and okay. And then the last one is slap, tone, slap, slap, tone, slap. Okay, and we'll get into more of that next time we meet. Okay, 1, 2, ready, play. Slap, 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 slap. Okay, so we learned 3 rhythms today, and we also learned a little accompaniment rhythm for that. Bass, 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 bass. 1, 2, 3, bass. Very good. So we only have a few minutes left, and if there's no more questions, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. I'd like to thank AARP of Michigan for continuing this series throughout the year. I first started doing this during COVID. So this is like my 5th year. I think I started in the January of 2021. And so we've had some ups and downs, some starts and stops, but basically been doing this for 5 years, and it's really, really wonderful. I wish that we could all meet in person. So just remember that this is not to try to turn you into professional musicians, or you're in the university level of hand drumming, African diaspora drumming. We are doing this for our brain health. And I've noticed that when I drum, or even my wife and I hanging around the house, dancing a little bit, and me stumbling over my 2 left feet, that it does something to our brains, to our bodies. You know, the synapses start firing, right? Learning something new, even if you're taking, you want to take up guitar lessons or piano lessons or ballroom dancing, or, you know, all of that helps your memory. It helps you think more. Your thinking becomes clearer. Your body reacts in a certain way. I only have a minute left, so you know, we all have technology now to keep us pacified, right? You know, we have these little things called smartphones, which is doesn't make us so smart. You know, last year I heard the phrase doom scrolling, and I didn't know what it meant. And then sometimes I find myself with the phone. Oh yeah, what's you know, and sitting in a chair, right? While it might be entertaining to some people, it's not really great for your brain health, right? You know, because you're being fed everything. Learning something new really helps your brain health. It helps your health in general, right? So get out there, find a drum class. In the meantime, a drum class, a dance class, take a piano lesson, take some voice lessons, sing. If you're in the car, drum on your dashboard. It's like, I want to remember that rhythm that Bujo taught me. Back when you're on the dashboard. Right? So anyway, it's past our time, and so we have to sign off. I want to thank everybody that joined us. Thank you so much for joining us from around the country, or even out of the country for that matter. Thank you so much. And we will see you in March. Anybody know second Saturday? Anyway, second Saturday of March. I don't have it in front of me. Anyway, yeah. So have a great rest of your week, rest of your weekend, and we'll see you in March. Thanks so much. You take care. Ciao.